Hey moms and moms-to-be, welcome to the first video of my pregnancy vlog series, which I am extremely excited to film.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Susie Hardy. I am on YouTube already, but my channel is primarily about how to keep your natural curly hair healthy and how to wash and style your natural curly hair. So that being said, my pregnancy vlog videos will always be uploaded on Friday afternoon, evening. And the reason I'm doing this is because my curly hair subscribers are really important to me, and I don't want them to tune into content that they're not interested in, just like I don't want you guys to tune into content that you're not interested in. So if I upload videos on other days of the week, they're probably going to be about curly hair. So if you have straight hair and you're not interested in hair related content, then stick to Fridays. But anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said in the intro, I am 6 weeks pregnant. A lot of you probably think that 6 weeks pregnant is early to tell the world and tell YouTube about your pregnancy, but I am a very open and honest person, and I really wanted to document this journey from beginning to end, the good, the bad, the TMI, everything that happens, and so I decided to start early. So today, as I upload this video, I am 6 weeks pregnant. So let's just get right into the video. I'm going to try to keep these videos between like 7 and 8 minutes. Today's video might be closer to 10 minutes because, you know, we don't know each other, and so I thought I should do a little intro. So my name is Susie Hardy, I already said that. I am on YouTube, I already said that. I am a registered nurse and I work full-time as a registered nurse. I'm a registered nurse on an adult post-surgical unit. So all of my nursing training and knowledge has to do with surgery, orthopedic surgery, general surgery, post-surgical wound healing, all that kind of stuff. I have never had any experience really with like women's health nursing or labor and delivery, pediatrics, anything like that. So anything that I talk about in these videos, I am just talking to you as a regular old average Joe who knows little to nothing about pregnancy except for that I've been pregnant before. So don't take any of the information that I talk about on here as like medical professional knowledge, because believe me, it is not. So I'm from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. I'm from like a little tiny island in Canada. It's a really cool place to live. It's very much country scenery and surrounded by beaches. It's a small community, and I would say there are probably only 3 people on YouTube and nobody vlogs. So there's a couple of comedians on YouTube, and we have this guy, his name is Frankie. Shout out to Frankie McDonald. He is a weatherman and he does really great weather reporting. It's been like his dream his entire life to be a weatherman, and so he has a really cool channel and we love our Frankie. So anyway, so I'm kind of the first person to vlog from Cape Breton, and so people in my community either think it's really cool or that it's really weird. But anyway, I'm really into it. I really enjoy it, and so here I am. So guys, I'm 6 weeks pregnant. I keep trailing off. I promise the next few videos are not going to be all over the place like this. So I'm 6 weeks pregnant. So what is going on with me? I'll talk about that first, and then I'll talk about what's going on with the baby, and then I'll show you guys anything I purchased or anything I learned, if I had any doctor's appointments, and then I'll show you the belly shot. I'm not going to start showing my belly until I'm 8 weeks because right now there is really nothing going on, and I have a dress on. So I promise starting at 8 weeks I'll show the belly. So anyway, what's going on with the baby? So the baby in its development right now, it is roughly the size of a pea, and that's kind of exciting to me because the baby's heartbeat is between 80 and 150 beats per minute. So I have this little tiny pea-sized baby inside my body with a heart that is beating between 80 and 150 beats per minute. Like, that blows my mind. I just think that is so excited. And so if you're sitting here and you're 6 weeks pregnant or about to be 6 weeks pregnant, like, that is amazing what is happening inside your body right now. So there's that. The lungs, the liver, and the kidneys are forming. The limb buds are forming, so the baby has little tiny stumps where its arms and legs are going to be. And what else? The facial features are starting to form, and the placenta, like the early placenta, is just starting to form. So I found all of that stuff really, really interesting. Even though the baby is so tiny, it is really starting to develop in like a huge way. And there are so many major changes week to week. So anyway, that's what's going on with the baby. So what's going on with mama? So pretty much nothing is going on with me right now, except that I am exhausted. I do get mild bouts of nausea, and that started like I'd say a week ago, but I have never in my life had morning sickness. And like I mentioned, I do have a 21-month-old. I did not have morning sickness with him either. I have evening sickness. So between 7 p.m. and 9 o'clock p.m., I start to get like I feel car sick and I feel like I'm going to vomit, but I never vomit. And I almost feel like that is worse because a lot of people who get morning sickness say they feel sick all of a sudden, they vomit, and then they instantly feel better. With me, I have almost like a wave of mild nausea, and 7 p.m. is the worst time for that to start because my night shifts start at 7 p.m. So I'm just getting to work and I just feel gross for the first 2 hours. But anyway, I'll battle. Another reason I think I never got morning sickness is a lot of people don't know this, but one of the reasons, other than hormonal reasons, that people get so sick in the mornings is because people tend to take their prenatal vitamins in the morning. And I learned this tip from my sister-in-law early on. I take my prenatal vitamins before I go to bed or with a big, big meal, and then I find I don't get any sickness. I did have some times when I was so nauseated I felt like I couldn't take my prenatal vitamin, and so I made sure I took folic acid because that is one of the most important things in the prenatal vitamin for the baby's development right now. And so I'd say 9 out of 10 times I would take my prenatal vitamin, and then if I absolutely couldn't because I was just totally nauseated, I just take the folic acid. So there's that. So I have a little bit of nausea, I'm exhausted, I don't have sore boobs or anything like that. That's pretty much it. I don't have any cravings right now, and this is kind of the same thing with my first pregnancy, is I just don't feel like eating at all. So like I have kind of food aversions. I'm somebody who eats super, super healthy most of the time, and then I love chocolate and sweets. Well, things like healthy food like chicken, fish, anything like that, I just like totally turns my stomach. I'm not interested in it at all. I'm not really interested in eating at all, and so I have to force myself to eat. And so I kind of made myself up a little meal plan. And I just like write down what I should eat at what times during the day, and that's just to kind of motivate me to eat because like I mentioned, the baby is just developing at such a rapid pace right now, and it's really important that you have like healthy nutrition, healthy fats, carbohydrates, protein, all of the building blocks in your body so that your baby can develop and be very healthy. So other than those few symptoms, nothing else is really going on. I haven't noticed a difference in my stomach except that I look a little bit more bloated. And like I said, I'm going to start showing my belly at 8 weeks because right now there's really nothing to see and I'm wearing a dress. And so that's about it. As far as things that I purchased, the only thing we bought, and we bought this actually like for Will's room and we bought it for our house, is we bought this instead of buying a baby monitor. I'll show you the back. Can you see that? It's kind of glossy because of my ring light, but I'll link it below. This is a mini HD Wi-Fi camera, and I'm sure you can get all different versions of this, but this was only like $69, I think. And this is what it looks like. Just a little camera that plugs in, and you connect it to your smartphone. And so it has motion and sound detection, and it is amazing. It has night vision. It has a super clear picture. So right now we have one of these in our baby's room, and then we have one of these in the window pointing into our driveway. And I can't believe how sensitive it is. You can turn up the sensitivity up or down. It's awesome in our baby's room because as soon as he starts rustling around or crying, we get a notification on our phone. So like, even if I'm out on the front step, or if Jeff was home with the baby and I was at work, I know it's kind of annoying for some people, but I like being able to see him at night. I can go on my phone and click on it and just see him sleeping in his crib at night. And actually, it's kind of funny because like our baby, we sleep trained him and he slept awesome in his crib. And then as he got older, he went through this phase where like he didn't want to be in his crib. And I would say, Jeff, if the baby wakes up and starts fussing, like not screaming his head off, but he wakes up and he starts crying, just leave him in his crib for like 5 or 10 minutes. He goes back to sleep, I promise. So anyway, I would be at work and it would be like 3 o'clock in the morning and I would just check on the baby and he wouldn't be in his crib because he would be in bed with dad. So I don't know, I just got a kick out of that. Or I'd open it up and I'd see like Jeff going in the room and picking up the baby, which is hilarious. But anyway, I loved this and I highly recommend something like this. So we have these 2 units and you can purchase more. So I'll have one in Will's room and one for the new baby. And the one in the driveway, this is how it works well for us. If somebody pulls into our driveway, my dog barks. He doesn't go crazy, he just barks like a couple of times. And so I can look on my phone from anywhere I am and I can just see who has pulled in the driveway. And so we have it connected to my phone and my husband's phone, and I really prefer this to a traditional baby monitor. I do have both, so maybe I'll put the other one in the baby's room when they're first born, but I really love this and I recommend this. So anyway, that's the only thing I bought so far. I obviously don't know what the gender is yet, and this time I can honestly say that I have no gender preference. So this is gonna sound weird or like superficial or whatever, but when I was pregnant with my son, I really wanted a boy. Like every single ounce of my body wanted to have a boy, like secretly. I mean, if I had a girl, I would never tell anybody and I would be over the moon with a girl. Like it doesn't matter what you have as long as they're healthy. But I just wanted a boy. I pictured myself having a boy. I pictured what he looked like. I had his name picked out, all of that. And so if I'm going to be 100% honest, when I was pregnant with Wilson, I wanted a boy. This time around, I think it would be really nice to have either. So it would be like super nice to have a little girl, just for like, I don't know, variety's sake. But it would be nice to have a boy because then he would have a brother. And right now, my sister-in-law, Jeff's sister, who lives across the street, she has 2 little girls, and one of them is like 6 months in the difference of age from my son, and they do everything together. And so if I had a little girl, Wilson would kind of be outnumbered, which is kind of cute at the same time. But anyway, I am going to find out what I'm having, and I am going to share that with you guys. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so the last thing I was going to say is, and I know this is early to talk about this stuff, but this is just my personality and what I'm like. I cannot think of a girl name in case we have a girl. I have the boy name picked out. I'm going to talk about names in another video, but we have the boy name picked out. But like, I cannot think of a girl name. There's one name I heard that I have never heard before in my life, and it's not like weird different, it's just a little bit different, and that is Ellison. So it's like Allison, but with an E, Wilson and Ellison. I think that is absolutely beautiful, and I love it, and I want it so bad, but my husband hates it, and so that's not gonna go. So I'm trying to think of like old-fashioned girls' names that are a little bit different. So like we like Violet, we like Olive, we like Sophia. What else do we like? I love Lois, but just because I know an old lady named Lois, and she's like just such a beautiful person. Yeah, so if you guys have any ideas for girls' names, please leave them in the comment section below. Let's wrap this video up. You can give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and feel free to give it a big thumbs down if you didn't like it. Leave any questions or comments or suggestions for my upcoming videos in the comment section below. I do read all of them and I try to respond to them. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video when I'm 7 weeks pregnant. Bye. No kisses.